The jagged needles pop out like a rib cage, standing silently somewhere between the flooding earth and the spinning moon, closing slowly over the dull, pulsing heart of the forest. A familiar predator, engulfing and snapping everything in and letting nothing out. This is where I lead us. This is where you long to be. From this icy cavern, I can feel your whole pulse. Close to the ground from which you came, yearning to return, naked and starving like the day you were born. White like a corpse, lips blue like the sky. Here is where I trap you. Here is where I let you go. Into the darkness, safe and slow. Into the wilderness, we go.
At dawn I go hunting almost anything alive. It's the littlest, the young ones that pain me, I guess. I don't like hurting small things, I like Congolese. Trails and faint tracks, the black stone and water. There's blood on the tall grass from eons of slaughter. This land is splintered, the whole kingdom's cracked. The game's laid out crooked and we've got the deck stacked.
We moved out here, we were supposed to be happy, Lord. If you listen, you hear there's a sinister silence draped over this dark. There's a jaw full of teeth that can't back up this bark. We moved out here, we were supposed to be happy. Lord knows I've left my family home. Then the snow
by the black Thank you everyone who's watching this live stream. We are the band Lost Walks. We are here at Mighty Fine Studios, and we are here to perform our narrative rock opera called Wolf, Woman, Man. That first song is the first song of this tale, and it basically sets the stage of a man and a woman moving into a remote region where they come involved with a wolf, and the saga continues. As far as a setting goes, we wanted that first song to capture feelings of isolation and loneliness. And when we thought about the location, we really thought that it could take place anywhere in the world. And the more we thought about it, ironically, the one place that this tale couldn't happen is in Colorado, and that's because there's no more wolves. There used to be wolves all over the Rocky Mountains, and specifically in Colorado. But then sadly, the last wolf was shot in the San Juan Mountains in 1945. And since then, their howl has gone missing.
In our next tune, Always Been Cold, our wolf is caught in a trap. He laments his hard life, current situation, and impending doom. The music is representative of being sad and remorseful, and this movement is representative of being stuck. In the 19th and 20th centuries, an organized government-led campaign to eradicate wolves and other animals deemed in the way of progress was thorough and complete. Wolves have been hunted through poison, traps, and bullets.
Time I got close to death, I looked it right in the jaws. The end never visits with care, just a fury of claws. This goddamn thing, this metal ring, spiked with cold, sharpened fangs. I never saw the trap till it snapped. I heard when it sprang. Bent and dead, frozen red, I'm all blood and bone. The smell travels well here for miles, guess I'll end it alone. I may have been loved, but I've never been told. And I've always been cold. Erase the pain, mark the stains. Now my suffering is famous. There are a million ways to die out here, and not one of them is painless. I somehow always known that I'd never grow old, and I've always been cold.
In the next two songs, we see the relationship between the man and the woman start to deteriorate. The man starts to question his ability to be a husband and father and make some dark plans. The woman, walking in the wilderness, sees an injured wolf in a trap, and she kneels down to set it free. We need to change the cultural narrative of the wolf. This is not a monster. In fact, it's an important player in the biology of the Rocky Mountains.
Eyes were the prettiest ones, golden blue like morning dew, yet fiery like the sun. In those days we ran, those days we laughed, a love so soft and fair. I asked you then to marry me, what's broke was then repaired. When I asked you then to be my love, I heard the ring of bells, the joining of two families, deeper in love we fell. When I told my mother of the news, she hoped the child be born. Now the one lives in you now, I've never felt so torn. Run now, I never thought I'd be father. Run now, get it while you can. I'm lovesick, I'm reaching and pull out the poison in my bloodline. Just can't live on no more. Don't know, the icy walls around us keep my thoughts in. Catch them if you can. I can't I've got a plan. Get out, I am a powerless man. Get out, 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 get out. I think I've got a plan.
And I will wait
And I will wait
for you to come
for you to come to
to
your
your
sweet
sweet disaster conclusions. And I will watch
And I will watch
the world at work
the world at work against you or so in your delusions. When can we go back to whitewater highways with notes in our hearts and not hornets? Each day that's passing, the snow just gets deeper. Maybe it's the best for us.
These next two songs involve the wolf watching the cabin from the outside. And from there he can hear the woman weeping, and he can see the man standing over her with a stare like a knife, and he vows to protect her and her unborn child. After that, from opposite sides of the cabin walls, the wolf and the woman share a dream of escaping together. Wolves and humans can live together, but in order to do that, we have to know the true wolf. The true wolf avoids humans. The true wolf has decimated neither the livestock industry nor hunting. In areas where the wolf remains or has been restored, such as the northern Rocky states, it brings balance to nature. Elk herds thrive because the wolves help to weed out the sick and the weak. Losses to the livestock are negligible, and they can be even further reduced with more coexistence practices.
Just some filthy, stinking dog.
times like that, well, anything can happen. Sheets of rain are crashing down, and now I've got a plan. He's about to learn what happens when a wolf meets a man.
last few songs we have are about our final conflict in our story. The man finally succumbs to his madness and plots to murder his wife and unborn child. The woman, knowing of this plan, decides to open up the door for the wolf who waits outside. A fight begins, madness ensues, and the woman is the only one left alive. In order to survive the wilderness, she has to wrap herself in the hide of the wolf. The costume in our last piece, made by our friend Adrian Horowitz, is meant to represent not only our general cruelty toward animals, but the necessity of the wolf in our story and here in our state. Wolves are important for our environment. They keep elk and deer moving to prevent overgrazing, which allows for healthier rivers and more fish, and so on and so on. And wolves used to roam all the way from Canada to New Mexico. And Colorado is the last missing link for wolves to have a full pathway from Canada to New Mexico. And we believe that wolves should return to their home, and we hope that you use your voice in making that happen as well. Thank you.
Does she do it? She's made a mess of things. But by the time she was showing, strain was already growing. Are these chains or are they rings? Oh no, how will I do it? How will I fix these things? Sunken water, gas chambers, light a match and burn the manger, hang them heavy by them strings. When the time comes for forever, this time I'll be sure to get it right. Oh no, how does she do it? She never pays no mind to the chilling situation or the way that we are stationed. There's no food for wife or child. Oh no, how will I do it? How will I let them go? I'll throw them both into the levee, packed with snow until it's heavy and no one will ever know. Can you take it this far? You should know you're sinking down past the light of the day, through the dark of the earth, through these holes in the ground. Can you take it this far? You know there's no turning down. All these whales in the woods seem to whisper your name and they won't go away. When the time comes for redemption, I will deal with this dissension. See that the ground is bleeding, scorch and sear and scratch and smother. Here lie, darling, come and mother.
bicuspids were born to bite. Open up the door, unleash this death behind the door.
Banging in the hall. These voices in my mind, I know their faces well. But if there's an evil in these woods, I'll open up the door and let the spirit swell. But there's a distant blistering light that threats to tear apart my ever-drifting mind. This is a predatory life. Take to the woods and disappear and see what I can find.
But here in these hallways
against anything alive. It's my littlest young one that drives me, I guess. I don't like hurting small things, but we like hunger best. Wild, you saved me, you saved us. Now I'll wear your hide with wit and bewilderment. Wild wolf woman, I'll gnash my teeth at anything